Well, hello everyone. Again, I'm going to film some things that I have purchased. Not all this past week, but just things that, when you go shopping and you're into these junk journals or making journals or whatever, I always say think outside the box. Look at things differently. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all this because I've really got too much now. That's my problem. When I start buying supplies, I buy supplies. And I have a lot of stuff that I have already stored, but these are just things that I thought I'd show quickly today. I just was in that videoing mood. So anyway, I bought these a while back, and I love the little box. This darling, and I got this little box. Remember I told y'all in the last video about Burke's? Well, Burke's has a clearance rack, and when they mark their stuff down, this whole box of cards was 25 cents. Better than a garage sale. And the little cards are note cards without anything written in them. They're not really my type of cards, but if you were doing something, you could maybe use them in a they're kind of like little love pictures, I guess you'd say, of couples. But more maybe, see, it's a pretty one. But anyway, they're the envelopes, come with them, and you can use them for in your junk journals or make junk journals just out of the cards. Anyway, I've purchase things like this. I'm always looking, and I think that was a good deal, so of course I bought it. Then I purchased this box of cards, which this one is more reference to Paris, and I keep saying I'm going to do a Paris journal. So there's blank cards and the envelopes. These cards were a little different too. Let's see, I got that one upside down. They have some different ones in here. And I'm not sure how many different scenes, but the scenes, I was going to see what kind of, the envelopes were a good color in this one. I just checking. I bought this real reasonable. I'm not sure exactly where I got it. Probably at that same place I'm talking about, Burke's. They have boxes of cards that they put on their clearance a lot of times, and I think that's where I got these. I'm not sure, maybe Ross's or somewhere like that even. Anyway, that was a good deal. And here's another box of cards that I purchased. I think I got these maybe at, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'm getting that, where I used to could say exactly where I bought everything. That one's got a glare because these are kind of shiny cards. But anyway, there are a bunch of these, and these are in Paris, and love the envelopes on these. I love anything that is this color. I always have cared for the natural look, and they're pretty to stain too. So, and the box was a pretty box too, so I could use it for something else. And of course, the old standby, which I got this at Michael's one time when they were in a real big sale, and got this, and it's a good journal, good paper in it, good paper. And if you don't want to use the paper in it, you can always take it out and use it in another journal. And then I got this one. Isn't this a darling little journal? And it's about books, and it's perfect material in it. And got little dividers, and this right here is a pocket in the back. So if I don't want to use it in here, I can always take them out and use them somewhere else. But I just thought that was so cute because it reminded me of the library card. Anyway, then I found this. We have what they call a Dollar King, and they have their things are $1.09 instead of being 99 cents or $1. And these journals were really nice. I chose this one, and they had different types, and I chose this one. But the paper in it was what I was fascinated with. It was very, very good, thick paper, and that's what I look for when I look at a journal. And I found this little one. It's kind of fallish, but it reminded me of the old autograph albums that we used to use at school when I was a little girl. I used to have mine and don't know what happened to it. I wish I still had it. Maybe I gave it to one of my kids. I don't know. But anyway, we used to autograph, and that was what was on the front, autographs, and people would write little things to you in there. But what I liked about this one was the paper. Isn't there again? That's my kind of paper. But look at it looks like it's nearly homemade paper. It's got a texture to it and everything. Well, if I don't use it, it's just tied together, so I can always use the paper. Change the fronts up, recover it if I don't like that, but I thought that was neat. And then I found this. This is a scrapbook. It's big, huge scrapbook. Oh my gosh, I can't even get it in the camera. It's got a lot of neat pictures on it. And I found it at one of our resale shops one time when I was out. But the paper in it is really pretty paper. Very thick, kind of reminds me of the kind of paper we used to use at school to, well, I could think of the name of it, but my mind's not working today on that kind of stuff. Anyway, and you know how it does when you're videoing, it all goes blank. But this one is a real vintage book. And I thought, oh, this would be so pretty to scrapbook with. Of course, I have some big things that need to be scrapbooked, so that would be perfect. And for a while, I was just buying stuff like this because I thought I was going to do my photograph albums, and now I've decided to give the photographs to the kids. I really don't need all that. So I said I'm more into this than doing the photographs, so I've just been fixing the photographs. This is going to get a shine from the light. But this is an old scrapbook, and I have several that I didn't bring in here because you don't need to see every one of them I've got, but I have several like this. But check this paper out. Sorry I hit the camera, y'all. This is beautiful paper, nearly cardstock, and it'll be pretty to use even if I don't use it in here. I can take it out and use it. That's what I look at these a lot of times to see what type of paper is in them, and that is a beautiful paper. And I got that real reasonable. I mean, you couldn't have bought the paper for what I paid for the album. And then this right here, Treasures. I love Treasures. And this one was a treasure. I got this one. I don't remember where it was at, but isn't that just beautiful? It has got some of the prettiest cards. These are quite large, but the cards are just beautiful. Beautiful cards. I might even scan some of these in and use them for something else. These would be pretty to use. Just they were very, very pretty. And I was very pleased when I found that. I'm thinking it might have been at the Goodwill, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's getting a real good glare, but oh, these cards are just beautiful. Look like somebody had taken it. Maybe this was they were only just one of each, but anyway. Well, but they are just beautiful scenes. Beautiful scenes. These have made just beautiful fronts on journals. And the envelopes are all back there too, so they're huge envelopes. Anyway. And the actual cover is pretty, so I wish I could take time to do everything I want to do, and I guess if I left everything else undone, I could do it. And if y'all see this is like a little trunk, and it's full of goodies. I just bought some this week, and this I found, and I thought I only paid 50 cents for this, and oh my goodness, at the pages in it, they're already yellowed, and it's got cute little children's poems, kind of like a nursery rhymes. When I was a little girl, my mother read a nursery rhyme book to me all the time. She read the Bible stories, of course, but I would love to hear. And then the fairy stories and the little stories, and we had books that she'd read until she'd get hoarse. I used to love my mother's reading because she would always accent and like say things that would make you so excited to listen to the next part. I had a teacher that did that too, and I thoroughly loved hearing them. Oh my goodness. I always thought that would be so much fun to read to the children. And I have some friends that do that at libraries, and so, but I'm not a good reader because I don't pronounce words very good. I'm not a good reader, and so, but anyway, I thought this was just darling, and I might have trouble taking that apart. I'm not sure, but I might take it apart. Who knows? And then this is really pretty. You know, these wedding books, and people get them and they never use them. And this was an older one, and the reason I got it is for the paper in it. Such beautiful embossed. I'll say that. Like I said, I have trouble pronouncing words, y'all. I guess you've noticed that, or I'm real bad about cutting my sentences off. If you ever notice, I don't know whether you can see the embossing, but I thought, oh, that would make just beautiful pages in a journal, even if you didn't use the book for anything. But still, it's a nice size book. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not. I might. You never know. But this one was a real treasure. And I have already taken it apart to use. I've seen them use these before, and I don't know, did I ever show this one? I might have showed it already. I don't know if I did or not. Well, if I did, I'm going to show it again. But anyway, I've already taken it apart so you can see the cover. It's beautiful. And the reason why I thought about using it with some of my older pictures, but I can't figure out how to get the pictures in the pages. And it is absolutely gorgeous. You can tell it's old because of the staining. And this will be good to use, these papers here. And each one is different. Such a pretty album. Such a beautiful album. Isn't that gorgeous? But I could not figure out how to get the pictures inside of this small, and I tried to put one in there, and I could never get it to go. Now, you might could print something off and put in there. And I've seen these used, and they use them as kind of like a wall hanger, but they put the picture on the back side, so it works. And the back side is just plain. But anyway, I was real pleased over that, and I just thought I'd show these. I've had these treasures, some of them for a while, but just haven't shown them. And I thought, well, I'll just show these today. I'm in one of those, like I said, filming moods, so I don't know when I'll put the videos up, but I'm probably upload them in a private area and then feed them in as time goes on. All right. I should be doing something today instead of looking, but sometimes it's fun to look. I've enjoyed some videos this morning that I've been watching. I'm always finding something new. Anyway, I was very pleased over that, and that was it was called a Victorian photograph album. And you know me, I love those old pictures, so this will work perfect with what I want to use it for. All right, y'all stay safe in Jesus, and I will be back to show more. And bye-bye.